lands where I... Stranger, consider yourself lucky that I've been ordered to not open fire unless fired upon. I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent. If you are not a loyal Protectorate subject, you will not cross this bridge. He's been fervent of late, looking for any Protectorate subjects who have displayed disloyalty. In his estimation, any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to fall. You actually believe you can contend with him. And you also have no business at the relay, as far as I can surmise. You dare to propose an arrangement. I may have need of your help, stranger. If you are ready to seize an opportunity. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me, and I'll dispose of them. In return, I shall grant you clearance to cross the bridge.
A lot more folks are gonna die if we don't catch up to DeVries. We have to consider our options, even the ugly ones. If these folks are deserving, maybe it's worth it.
I commend you for your eager interest. I once had utmost respect for her. But reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. The second traitor I seek is Charlton Weintrot. He too failed to die defending his home during the invasion But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate
Hanging has been an effective means of execution.
Your humor leaves much to be desired. Now go. Remember, once I have both but beware if you step out of line. Other subjects may not be so generous.
Unexpected ingress discovered. This path may allow you to bypass many of the bridge's defenses, Commander.
What are you doing? Did you make a deal with somebody? There's a lot of other options. Reese's? Did you find DeVries' house? In the main town? Jesus. I died. But I did. No. Yeah, I'm eating Reese's for dinner.
Stay in line or I'll knock you to the bottom of the org chart.
They were on the counter. Reese's cups. I'm gonna eat them all.
Trips like this have been popping up all over the place since Horizon Point. They're harmless. So long as you keep your distance.
Ooh, headshot. That was pretty good.
Engaging hostile weapons.
Top two.
I have no idea.
first promotion accelerating activities done, and we've already got dropouts. Doozy of a drop, too. Can't believe
Oh
Ramsey pegs
shit,
these
I died
people as executive
again.
material. Me, sure. Them? Huh.
We can hear you.
Hush, Cobb. Today's task was about upward mobility. 3 died hanging the ropes. Told them they were
Hi,
doing it
baby.
wrong. Dead include Assistant Hagen and other slackwits.
Show some respect.
Oh, like you care. You didn't even participate.
I told you, I got a cute lumbago.
Time to break camp for the next skill-building exercise, which I will surely dominate. This is sanitation spec...
We're closed. Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the obscure calculus of an indecipherable plan. Why are you asking? Who are you? By the architect. I had no idea.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
The anguish she always seemed to battle with, I fear it may have finally overwhelmed her. And could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. How did... Isar... Victor's an Order archivist. That's when things became... She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else... among other things. But you know how it works. It would have talked to a Crabble about it if there was no one else to listen. That, and the invasion itself, set her mind to dark things. I begged her not to go down that road again. She was so agitated when I first met her. After we became friends, she began to change. Still bothered her from time to time, but I thought it mostly behind her. I couldn't watch her go back to how she'd been. I know I've no right to ask this of you, but... when you find her, please remind her of who she used to be. She's unwell, but I know there's still hope for her. That's all I can ask.
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the farm. Last time we wandered past, they opened fire on us. A real code 472. 472, they're gonna kill anything that goes full of holes.
If you're wondering why there's so many engineers sitting here on their rears, it's because the dang Crabbles ran us out of the desalinator. Now we're stuck here on standby wages.
Word is Milver Street is ordering a lot of protectorate survivors at Westport. Just reported. I hate that kind of work. It always sounds like so much effort. That kind of thing ain't even on my contract. Milver Street is offering bits rewards for anything of import we can tell them. But I do love bids. Come on, friend. Let's go set our lands with something juicy from Milver Street.
Scout report. Have a profitable day.
These anti-soldiers seem twitchy to you? Might want to sneak our way in.
I died. I can't get past this part. A bunch of people.
It's always been impeccable.
Yeah, I'm... Where's this place? I'm at Eden's Bounty Agri Center, East. Do what? Yeah.
Naturally, sometimes challenges do arise. We all know how invasive species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem.
Huh.
Like those
Well,
raptidons.
place is not shooting the water anymore.
Individualists within Auntie's choice. So don't fret.
Visitors, huh? Just meandering about, free of any appointed minder? If you need someone to talk to hereabouts, I suggest do hate to come off impolite. If you're so inclined, we can pick this up later, after you two confabulate. Word of the wise, despite what you might hear.
But prudence dictates we give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to
Everything, literally everything I own is underwater. What do you mean? Everything we have belongs to the knowledge.
Well, it's infected. Redstone arrives soon, we'll have to start
Word
cutting.
on the wireless is that Auntie's choice is years behind us sociologically. So they've started the war to grab any part of the paradigm that they can.
History, human
Greetings.
societies were constantly out of balance.
It is my esteemed pleasure to welcome you to Westport. But where are my manners? We serving Unit 1. Something for the visitor at once?
Confirmative.
Perhaps you're wondering why I'd open my arms thusly for a stranger. Simple. As the guiding light for humankind, we all I beg to differ. Those walls have stood for over a century and would easily have stood for another, were it not for Auntie's greed and envy and explosives. That is unlikely, as our society was built from the bedrock up through the vision of our matriarch. We all work as a unified whole for the betterment of all, unlike those corporate colonies where it's every person for themselves. They love it as much as I. Why, we've even eradicated the drudgery of manual labor. That brings me to a matter I'd like to discuss with you. I believe something still can be done. What?
Comestibles served.
We of the Protectorate pride ourselves on our mech programming. We are not miracle workers, however. We need repair mechs, domestic mechs, not combat ones. Serving Unit 1 here is about as much as can be accomplished without replacement parts. If I can return the settlement to a reasonable facsimile of its previous glory, the arbiters might see fit to penalize only me, commute the others' sentences, allow them to maintain things around here, and hence my use of the term reasonable facsimile. I owe it to every single person here.
Maybe I'm just supposed to sneak around this place.
That's abundantly kind of you. Though there must be something I can offer. Enough to lead and inspire those who work there, once at least. I was previously the ranking vigilant on this island. Why do you ask? Difficult place to saunter into. Stations off limits to anyone without the highest security clearance. For anyone lacking reason to be there, it's assured suicide. In exchange for the automech parts we need, I can provide you means to get in. Never dream of such a proposal in days of reason and quietude. Yet such is the here and now we find ourselves in. Wonderful. The parts can be found at the Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center to the south. But to get inside, you will need an access pass from the Ministry of Accuracy. Since we have all been marked as traitors, I cannot create one for you here. Farewell now. We are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared.
Prudence dictates we maintain sufficient...
Human societies were constantly out of balance. Individualism ran rampant.
This unit is currently unavailable for meaningless interaction.
A perfect life of contentment and plenty. We have community, purpose, time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Strenuous or stressful, food is nutritious and plentiful. We have everything we need. Prudence dictates we take a moment to rightly appreciate it all and thank the sovereign.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted vigilant, we must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
The matriarch chose Eden because she
No,
recognized
I just feel sad for them. It's even in their name. Auntie's Choice.
Don't take your meaning.
They don't have the balanced hand of a sovereign.
fascinatingly complex ecological network.
The matriarch appeared right out of the aether, just as I imagine our proud sentinels do. Caught me reciting passages from a beacon to the cosmos. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, an essential passage, rightful and true. Did I? Not again. Oh, this? It's a birthmark, skin condition, both, about which I am rather sensitive, thank you very kindly. Say, you are every bit you seem, yes? Thoroughly, it is widely known that a sentinel is required to stand revealed before rendering judgment. Why, a plot...
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some heavy dramatic license.
And help.
Well, you appear to be far more fluent with Sentinel procedure than I. Veiled implication understood. If you were a Sentinel, or in some Sentinel-adjacent role, I'd of course be honored to have you inspect my belongings. In any case,
Refreshed. Under Protectorate law, we are bound to...
Prudence dictates that we watch our neighbors.
Indoctrinatory falsity. Our enemies envy our prosperity. They steal our sense of community.
Celebration, daily service done well. Station vodka,
Benevolent hand of the sovereign to guide them. Here on Eden, we all enjoy the full luxuries the paradigm affords us. A perfect life of contentment.
Almost missed the routine certitude of my assigned profession.
But if you could punch the other piece before bringing the specimen back to her, I'd be much obliged.
Combat protocols.
you're still tired.
Negative. Pharmaceutical treatment in progress.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Emergency protocol syringes primed.
I'm the one you need to worry about. Come at me.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
Ready to waste. On your command.
Thank you.